G'day, it's Pete here. We're here for some view graph of the World Youth Championships, which is being held in Opatija, Croatia. We're here for the semi-final, and this is segment 1 of 3. And we've got Team Australia versus Team... I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, but I'll go with Zlatan. That's the best I'm going to manage. And at this table we're watching the Australian pair North-South, Max Ambest and Shane Harrison, and the other pair is a Swedish pair which is Simon Eckenberg and Simon Holt. So a pair of Simons. Anyway, so hopefully we get some good action for today, and I hope you enjoy. One diamond, the North-South pair are playing strong club, so one diamond here is a short diamond. Good one heart overcall, 2 clubs natural, and then a weak 3 heart bid. The 2 club overcall can be as short as 4 cards, supposedly. So let's see where they get to. Now, what can be made? So North-South have 5 clubs can be beaten on spade, 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 but if they don't start with 3 rounds of spades, I suspect that they're going to make 5 clubs here. Pretty comfortably. That King of Spades lead is not one that's likely to happen. So I expect that this will be 5 clubs making. Four no trumps. Okay, North-South might get a little bit high here. So what does Max need to make slam? He knows his partner's got it. Well, might have a void heart. Other than that, what's he need? King of Spades, void heart, Ace of Diamonds, Queen of Clubs. So he doesn't need that much to make slam here. So I can see why he's interested in 4 no trumps, but that might get them a bit overboard. In the closed room, they get to 3 no trumps North-South. Now, that is a cold contract. You have 6 clubs, 2 diamonds, and a heart. So, North-South in the other room doing really well. So, 5 clubs here, 1 key card. That will get past for sure. So the issue here with 4 no trumps that Peter Gill just pointed out is that a 5 hearts response, or 5 spades, not 5 spades, but a 5 heart response showing 2 key cards but not the Queen of Trumps bypasses any playable spot. So they'll get them too high. But maybe they're not worried about being off in a slam off a key card and the Queen of Trumps, because you've probably got a good 10 card fit. Okay, let's see if West can find the magic spade lead, and no they can't. So the first swing went begging. But it still might be an imp or so to Zlatan, because 3 no trumps might make 10 tricks. 6 clubs, 2 diamonds, a heart, but if they go heart, heart, you'll stick in the jack and take 10 tricks. I don't suspect this one will take too long to play. So you can ruff your 2 hearts, you can also ditch 1 spade on... well, you need to ruff 3 hearts, don't you? So it'll take a little bit of time to play, I guess. He wants to get the timing right, because he's got 3 heart losers and 2 spade losers. He can discard 1 on the diamond, but he has to sort of cross-ruff a bit here. So he might just cash the ace of diamonds, and does he need to cash the king as well? Yeah, I think he does, because while he does have a high cross-ruff, I don't think he's got enough suits that he can trump, so he probably needs to cash 2 rounds of diamonds. They both stand up. He can ditch a spade here, and then do a high cross-ruff for 11 tricks. For plus 400. And that might be a flat board, might be 1 out, but... Boo shaka. Hi, Mets Ninja. Thanks for coming in and watching. If you've got any questions, feel free just to shoot them through. Okay. So that board didn't take that long to play. Sort of just got on to the next board pretty quickly. Cash 2 rounds of diamonds and then a claim. Oh, hey Nick, how's it doing? Going? So 2 imps was lost, so it looks like 3-0 made 11 at the other table. I thought probably only 10 tricks, but maybe they took the diamond finesse for 11. Apparently my internet is alive in some ways more than others, says Nick. Yeah, we unfortunately had to postpone the episode of Triple Dummy, so that'll be on next week. Nick was having some issues with the internet over in Croatia, but he's got some internet, but not enough to Skype and do all that sort of stuff. So we'll postpone it. If you're not sure what Triple Dummy is, it's a bridge podcast where myself, Nick Jacob, and Elena Moskovsky talk all things bridge and just have a good old time. So if you haven't watched any of them, check them out and let us know what you think. Peter Gill saying that he thought South was thinking about upgrading this into a 14 to 16 no trump. That would be kind of odd because he's got an unbalanced hand as well as not 14 points. So he just made a very normal 1 diamond opening here. And that is just 2 plus diamonds. Shane's got a pretty good hand here. 2 spades. Hey Ella. Nice work on making the semi-finals, by the way. You guys played well yesterday. It was good viewing. So supposedly this 2 spade bid is 6 plus spades and forcing. Two no trumps, probably not that interested. And where are they going to get to? What can you make on this hand? You've got 3 diamonds, 4 clubs. So if they laid a heart, they knock that out. You can't make 3 no trumps because you can't get your 4 club tricks. So 3 no trumps is out of the picture, but 4 spades is probably cold. Lose a diamond, a club, and no, 4 spades is not cold. Scratch that. So you've got 2 spade losers, a club and a diamond, and they could also organise to get a diamond ruff, so you can't make anything. So I think passing this out might be the best they can do. Well, they might be able to double it would be the best, but passing out seems pretty normal. Hate the smiley faces. Alright. So how will 3 hearts go here? Is this a tricky hand to defend? The King of Diamonds pretty auto lead, and yeah, they're not getting rid of their losers in any way, shape or form. I don't think. Like, if they don't get into the clubs, they might be able to do something like duck a spade in both hands and then knock out the King of Spades or some garbage like that. But the most likely thing is that they're going to lose 2 spades, 1 heart and 2 clubs. And that looks to be down 1 for plus 50 north-south. I'm looking, well, probably in for the long haul tonight. It'll be a pretty late night. If you guys win this match, I'll be pretty tired come the weekend because it finishes at about 3:30, 4 a.m. here in Melbourne, and then have to start work at 9 a.m. So not a whole lot of room for sleep, but you know, have to be here to support your team. So West is just going to draw some trumps at this stage, which means that Max can't actually get a spade ruff. But if Max wins the ace of hearts, cashes the ace of spades and leads a diamond, they might be able to make because they ruff that and then exit a spade. So there is some chances of making this, but it doesn't look like Max is going for that line of defense. So duck the first heart. But as long as he doesn't cash his ace of spades, I think they're probably going to go down. Although cashing the ace of spades seems pretty reasonable defense. What were you asking, Alan? If, when, what? So there's the ace of spades. Now he has to switch to the king of clubs at this stage to get the contract beaten again. So he's put himself on the line. But I suspect a diamond's coming through at this point, which means that Declarer will be able to ruff, draw trumps, and play the queen of spades and make the contract. So unfortunately, they're bringing this in. Tough hand to defend. It's very... The way Max defended seemed pretty normal. Like, seemed the way that it was going to go. Supposedly I said if they win this match, when I actually should have said when they win this match. Sorry, my bad. Of course you're going to win. So even if Max got the ruff, I think he could have cashed the ace of spades and exited with the king of clubs anyway, because there's no way for them to get off the dummy. They can either play a spade, which is good for him, or they play a diamond, which is what he was going to do anyway, or they return a club. So I think the issues with that is if Declarer's got jack third club or something, now it's blown a trick. But it might have been possible to play a club. But if he just chose not to go after the spade ruff and exited with the diamond, they probably would have struggled away. Anyway, 2 imps to the good guys here. We got The other table was in 4 spades down 2. So the good bidding judgment from East-West, from the Australians here, allowed them to stay out of this auction and not get too high. But unfortunately, they dropped a few imps by not actually getting the defense quite right. Anyway, it's 2-all at this stage. Let's see who gets the next blow in. So aggressive weak 2 here from Max. He is first seat favourable, so he likes to get that in. Bid. East-West appear to have 6 spades on. Might be tricky to get there after this start. So they play 2 hearts as a weak 2, 0 to 6 points with 5 or 6 hearts. So how's West going to cope after this? Will they bid 4 hearts, possibly, at this stage? Or will they just bid 4 spades? Yeah, so they got 4 hearts. So East-West still in with a shot here to get to the slam. Let's see how they proceed. So the East hand's got a pretty reasonable hand, but their Queen Doubleton Heart doesn't look fantastic. But they do still have 12, 15 points, and their partner made a good race, so they'll have to do something more than 4 spades. Okay, so they're getting into a Q bidding auction here. So they'll probably wind their way up to 6 spades. But, you know, they can always get into trouble. So there's a bit of discussion here about whether East should choose to bid 4 no trumps or choose to bid 5 clubs Q bid. And it also depends on whether partners promised a heart Q or not, that these sorts of things happen. Anyway, we got a 5 no trumps from West, so they're not stopping below slam, but they might have room to get to grand slam. Now if they do that, Max might have to find a diamond lead. I think they can make 13 tricks if you don't get the diamond lead. So you can get 4 clubs, 3 hearts, 6 spades. But East-West managed to successfully navigate their way to 6 spades. So nice bidding here. I don't think the play's going to take that much time. Might take a little bit of time if Max just leads the Jack of Hearts, but if they lead a diamond, it's probably a sort of trick 2 claimer. He got the diamond lead, so they got their trick in, so nice lead. We've got Laura here with us as well. She's going to join me for commentary.
Hello! Be back in one tick. How are they going so far?
2 apiece.
2 apiece. Alright, so let's start.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be back. You mean we can't stop the match just yet?
Yeah, as Gil said, this lead might deserve 1 imp here. So Gil was suggesting 5 no trumps usually means pick a slam, but it depends whether or not they've agreed spades here or not. So 5 no trumps might just be something encouraging after this Q betting auction. But I wonder how firm a ground they're on. Okay, so Shane's won the ace of diamond. He's thinking it for a while about this. It really doesn't matter what he does. It'll be a flat board. 6 spades making. Nothing can be done from here. No real, I can't see him thinking about playing a club or a spade. So I think he might choose to play a heart, but he knows that won't work because West sort of has to have the ace of hearts for this. But no, you can see the West is dummy. That's right.
Are we back to some awful commentary?
Yeah, they really need that box highlighting, which means
the dummy box.
Yeah, make it nice and easy for us.
Yeah. You can be sent into the box. That's great.
Supposedly, very distinguished specs such as Peter Bertho told Peter Gill that 5 no trumps was key card. And the 6 spade response said, partner, I have 2 key cards with the queen of trumps. That's a...
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Just have that in the kit bag.
Ooh, club switch.
So what happened on the auction? We had a natural club overcall, natural advance, 4 hearts.
Good hand, Q-bid.
Q-bid for spades.
Yeah.
It's like taking Grand Slam try to a whole new level. Grand Slam try and we forgot to key card on the way. Let's pick it up here.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. But I forgot to key card it. Did they have any diamonds?
Yeah, they had one.
Okay,
one diamond.
Bet one.
It's the other hand that bypassed.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have the diamond queue, so they were worried about that.
General reasons for bypassing. You don't have the queue, or you've got a void.
I love Gil's commentary. I think many good bidding ideas exist in Sweden. Alright, 14-16 no trump from Shane here. Looks like they'll probably get to 4 hearts. Which doesn't look like it's that good. Or is it? Can you bring it home? You've got 2 heart losers and a spade. And might be able to just sneak it home if they don't lead the jack of diamonds, but lead the jack of spades instead.
Yeah,
but North might pass 3 no trumps here.
The old box.
Yeah. 4-3-3 box. And stoppers in all the suits, so they might pass this out. And that looks like it's got 4 clubs, a heart, a diamond, 2 spades. Ugh.
Doesn't look very nice.
Neither
4
3 no
hearts
trumps.
looks a little better, I reckon. Seems odd. You're not convinced?
Really depends on what East leads. East would probably favour the Jack of Spades.
Yeah.
On that lead, I think I prefer to be in 3 no trumps. If they lead the Jack of Diamonds, I really don't want to be in 3 no trumps.
Yeah.
4 hearts seems a fair bit to lead. Okay, Jack of Spades, so I think we're back in the ballpark here.
I remember back to this idea of Swedish having awesome system. Back in, what was it, 2012 we were in China? Something like that. 2010, 2012, you were probably there both times. We were playing the Swedes and we had Swedish defense or Swedish razors or Swedish something written on our system card because that's what we got told it was when we learnt these conventions. And the Swedes laughed at us a little bit. Firstly, because we spelt Swede with 2 E's. Whoops. But secondly, they're like, we've never even heard of that. Like, it's just Chinese whispers that somehow this was called Swedish.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now,
Low diamond lead.
What were you apparently doing if they won this match?
I just said I was going to be pretty tired come the weekend if they won this match.
Yeah.
And I said if rather than not when. I don't think he's going to run this towards the queen. I think he'll go up with the ace of diamonds, king of spades, queen of spades, ditching a diamond. And then maybe heart to the ace, heart up. The 4-1 trump split will probably be good. Ooh, we lost 13 imps. Is that what your oh no was about? The other table missed the slam. They got preempted as well. Got a 2 no trump overcall. And East just transferred at the 4 level. That seems pretty pessimistic, I think, by East there.
Got a 15 count.
15 count with a 6-card spade suit.
I wonder what they would have played 4 hearts as.
You probably wouldn't want to do that because you're usually just wrong-siding it. But you could redouble or pass or something like that.
Is this a situation where, where you're showing your controls? And 4 hearts had now become a retransfer or something?
Well, 4 diamond bid really shouldn't be have a slam try in it unless it's just going to force a slam. The only slams that go in should be bidding. Should be bidding 4 no trumps over it. They should know clearly.
Yeah, that you just want to transfer a key card.
That being said, the West hand got better after that. So they had 15 with a stiff. After the 4 diamond bid got doubled, their hand's pretty good. They might be able to redouble or something because their partner can always bid 4 hearts, retransfer, and go from there.
Yeah.
But I think East was way too pessimistic, just transferring.
Not too sure what sort of your options are, but it almost feels like bidding 4 spades should be your weakest option.
Well, I think that's just your routine option because partner is basically never slam trying unless they're forcing to slam.
Yeah.
So I think that's the option you should do the vast majority of the time.
4 hearts would always be like a retransfer if you chose not to do anything though. Can't really be anything else.
So the overcaller of 2 no trumps shouldn't ever bid 4 hearts themselves because that removes the right-siding concept. But they have pass and redouble available after they double. So,
although it's interesting about the idea of right-siding it and wrong-siding it with this sort of hand, I would have thought. I mean, obviously the values are in the wrong spot. But also, in a way, it's partly a good thing having sort of the distributional hand concealed here, don't you think?
Sometime, but you usually want to...
I guess you've also got the issue of the lead through the stopper, potentially, as well.
Yeah. So, I think, I would suggest that probably passing the 4 diamond double says, partner, I'm not sure which hand I actually want to play this. Do you have something in diamonds worth protecting?
Yeah.
And I'd say redouble says, partner, I've just got the nuts. And I've
not possibly want to play in 4 diamonds rewham? You guys love your redoubles, as if you're not in for that one.
Nah, probably not there.
Pretty much Juz and Pete in almost every other sequence that I can think of except for this one play redoublers. Yes, I would like to play there, please.
Yeah. You gotta play redouble.
Unfortunately, you still need to be able to look for slam.
Yeah. People don't present the blue card enough.
That's not what I've been telling my students. I've been telling them that it's useless and you need to forget about it because they do it too much.
Yeah, but outside beginner bridge, they then stop using it and you just never see it. And then, you see some people like, yeah, let's play. Let's up the ante.
I think I saw a situation. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I saw a situation where someone meant to redouble as like opening bid double redouble as a support redouble the other night. Now people, yeah, you just start to get confused with things. Not, shouldn't be, but
Yeah.
I think you do much better if you never used your redouble card than if you did.
I don't know about that.
So I got an email from one of the parents of our kiddies team that we sent, and he doesn't play bridge. And so he sent us this email going, there's all this talk about all these things that I just don't understand, like redoubles. And I'm like, yep, I can picture the little kiddies getting excited about their redoubles. I remember a couple of years back with Finn playing in the ANC, he had the redouble card removed from his bidding box because he used it a little bit too much. He got told he was not allowed to redouble at all, and he overcalled 2 diamonds on a hand where he had ace, king, queen to 7 diamonds and an ace somewhere else, and of course this went double and he redoubled it. And I was just sitting there shaking my head going, you're not allowed to have that card. He's like, but I really did have 8 tricks. He really did, in his defense.
Yeah.
Of course that comes up literally the match after we've just banned him from redoubling. You can't really argue with the kid when he's like, I did have 8 tricks.
So got the heart lead here. So this contract I think can be beaten. But like it's tricky defense to actually get this. So North's got a club, a heart, and a spade. If they can get their diamond ruff in, they can make. So how long do they have to get their diamond switch in? They got a little while because East doesn't really have any entries either. So if Shane returns a heart or something, West Ruffs plays the ace of spades, they can't do anything really about it. By the way, the start of the second set schedule has been changed. It was at 3 p.m. local time, and is
Not
now
our local time.
Yeah,
Their local time.
to Croatia local time. It's now been changed to 2:30, so it's been brought forward half an hour.
I think I'll tell everyone what the time is, where they live. We'll start off with us.
So with us, that will be a 10:30 p.m. restart.
That feels so late already.
Yeah.
Alright, let's find out what the time in New York is. I'm sure people can figure this out, but So 2:30 restart.
Yeah. There's a long way to go in this set, though.
Yeah, so it makes it hard.
Diamond switch from Harrow, so this contract's pretty much doomed to fail.
As if that doesn't work for this. Wonder if Siri could tell me.
So 4 hearts making 10 on the previous board was flattened.
Do you think they're just trying to make it really cute and bridgy by making it a 14:30 start?
I doubt that's what they
What's on
considered.
their mind? As if they're not just magically converting it for me. Alright, here we go.
Nice defense. Led diamonds twice. Got his partner the rough.
Okay, if it's 2:30 p.m., that means 8:30 a.m. in New York, so we might get some New Yorkies viewers.
What time in New York?
8:30 a.m.
Oh, yeah?
People other than us are awake at that time.
Yeah.
Where else would we like to know about? How about in China? I was like, all these Chinese teams would probably, well, I don't know if we've got some viewers, but there would be some viewers.
Yeah. That would be for the, not for the juniors, but in the youth or the kiddies.
Yeah.
There's lots of Chinese teams in that. You can tell in about 10 years they're just going to be like a world powerhouse because they've just put so much into getting their real young generations up and running.
Ah, interesting. That's actually really convenient if you're in New York or Beijing. It's literally a 12-hour difference, so I said 8:30 in New York. Okay, so if it's 8:30 a.m. in New York, it's literally 8:30 p.m. in Beijing. That's pretty cool. Where else might we have some viewers? Anyone need to know what the time will be for restart? Just let us know. We will do your Googling for you.
So they got both their diamond roughs in here, which is good. I think the Clara could have cut down one rough by going ace of spades, jack of spades. Max putting the queen of clubs there on the table was just sort of protecting against his partner having ace jack and having an awful guess about whether to stick the jack of clubs in or the ace. So he's just trying to make it simpler on his partner. De Clara wasn't really going to misguess the clubs. Looks like De Clara's got another loser here because they didn't unblock the jack of clubs. Though they probably couldn't afford to unblock the jack of clubs. So Shane rough, they can over rough, but there's still a heart trick to come. So this was really nice defense. Plus 150. So let's see how much they get for that.
It looks like the video feed's a lot crisper than it was last night.
No, maybe. I don't know. I thought it was pretty fine last night. Maybe it was just your eyesight.
Yeah, I guess that could have improved.
Alright, what's this board tossing up for us? East has a nice 18 count. Shane's going to overcall a spade. East might bid 2 no trumps.
Hey Ella, is it literally like brown paper they have on the walls, and do they have some crazy carpet? It looks as crazy as Max's boardies that he's got on. That would be. I've seen those boardies many a time. I think that shirt and those boardies would be an awful combination. I think we need to send a team stylist along with the Australian teams from now on.
So East just bid one no trumps.
Yeah, brown paper on the wall. Oh, it's not.
Not only the walls, but the ceiling.
What?
The ceiling's got the same random stuff.
Is it actually paper? It looks very papery.
They chose the room in the world with the most mirrors.
Yeah, I've had that problem. So the bridge club I work at, for our congress, we take over the calisthenics club that share our venue. And so they've just got these mirrored walls. And so we set up the room and that looked really beautiful. And then I noticed that you could sort of see everybody's cards and we had to come up with a solution to cover it. Butcher's paper. It's awful.
So East showed 18-19 balance, presumably. I'm not sure of their system. Or 17-19 maybe. I don't know
Gil's
what
sure
they're
of their
doing.
system.
One diamond here would have been a transfer response, it seems, and shows 4+ hearts. Possibly. That's what Gil reckons. I have no idea what system they're playing. Paper around the chandeliers.
Doesn't that become a fire hazard? East West came second in the European Team Championship in Tromsø this year. I assume them in the juniors.
That would be my guess. They weren't.
They weren't a part of the second overall.
Yeah,
there we go. We got clarified.
Yeah.
So not only is it a fire hazard because it was a very high ceiling, it's also now an OH&S hazard just getting the paper up there.
So will 3 no trumps sort of cruise home here? They've got 2 spade tricks. They can get 4 clubs. They can get 2 diamonds. Nice duck here, sort of ruining north-south's communication. Sort of interesting version of the hold-up play.
Yeah. Also cool, gives you like some entries and stuff.
You know that north has the king, queen of spades, so you still got 2 spade tricks even though you duck it.
Yep.
And it means they can't control when they take their spade tricks.
It's basically like my card combos lesson. Had exactly the same scenario, kind of.
Nice switch to the jack of diamonds here by Shane.
Also forces declarer to decide what they're doing with the entry, and just good.
So, if they get 2 diamonds, 2 spades, 4 clubs and a heart. Yeah, so they've got 9 tricks. They should be... Oh, they're short of entries.
Really cute. So Max can hold up on this and then they don't get the 10 of clubs as an entry.
Yeah, so if Max ducked, I think they might have been down. Although, yeah.
Did I just put in some quality commentary?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I think you even
mad.
beat Gil to it.
Really? Mad. I get really scared about entries to dummy. They make me nervous.
But yeah, club to the jack ducked, and then ace is just stuffed.
Yeah.
They can't get back to the west hand.
There has to be something in bridge I can do.
But at this stage, now ace can lead
entries.
club to the 10, spade to the 10, and they're home.
Yeah, where were you for that one? Didn't you do an entry management lesson today?
Although I think Declarer can still make it. So club to the jack and that holds. Now Declarer has to lead a low club towards the 10.
Yeah, to get their entry back.
Take the
My
finesse
finesse
one
wasn't
way.
working.
The old two-way finesse.
Yeah, it was.
That'd be an awesome hand. Could you imagine that?
That'd be really cool. So you
Club
still
to
get your 4 clubs. Now you also, it's just mad.
Yeah.
And then you take your spade finesse, and yeah.
So
Well,
not only did Max need to duck it, he had to duck it smooth, or else Declarer can still gin it up. That'd be like, haha, take that.
That's really cute.
Hmm. So that was a lot of interesting things that could be done on that hand. The ducking on the spade, getting the clubs right, the diamond switches.
What were the pips? You had like 10, 7, 8 or something in dummy of clubs.
10, 5, 3 in clubs, opposite ace, king, jack. Small. West in there with a no trump. Not sure of their exact range, but strong of some description. Filthy Rascal, thanks for coming in and watching.
Do we know who a Filthy Rascal is?
No.
Okay. Hi, Filthy Rascal. We haven't had Fiona watching at all.
No.
Wonder if she's even aware.
Probably not aware.
We could change that. We could actually put it on Facebook or something. Have you done that?
No, I haven't done it. You
All
can do
right,
that.
I'm on it. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. We are in for the long haul, after all.
Yeah. Give them some notice that this stuff's happening.
Yeah, give them some notice that we'll be up to 4 a.m. talking about crap. After we both just did like a 9 till 6 day and talk crap till 4 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah.
Sweet. Hey Ella, if you guys do win, when you win tonight, wow, it's going to be quality crap tomorrow night.
So
We're too old to operate on like 4 hours sleep for 3 nights in a row. We are way too old for that. Sorry, you were actually talking about bridge.
I was going to. Just having a look at how one no trump goes here. They've got 2 diamonds, 2 clubs, a spade.
They haven't started on hearts.
They can start setting up.
Feels like you've got so many options. Everything breaks though, so...
Yeah. Clubs break, heart aces on side. So it looks like this will probably come home. So Australia picked up 2 imps on board 21 for the 4 spades down 3. The nice defence the boys had in this room. Got them a hard-earned 2 imps. The other table went 2 down and 4 spades.
I don't know if this is me being Unco at Facebook or Unco at iPad, but like the BridgeFit account is set up under my name and I can't seem to update it.
So I'm loving the viewing table. The guy in dummy, he's just like not having a care in the world, just almost resting, not expending too much energy, which is it's good to see. You see some people get pay lots of attention and get annoyed when they're dummy. But I'm looking for like some really good action. I love watching the video of the table when the pair has a misunderstanding or a real shocking board. Just see how they deal with it and go from there.
The photo of you on a boat that's on the Facebook site,
Mm-hmm.
is that from Turkey or Opatija?
Turkey.
Uh-huh. So I can see our posts and I can see everything. I just can't do anything.
Why don't you go to the other computer?
All right, I'll be back. Facebook calls. If I don't respond to your Facebook message or anything ever, this is kind of why I'm really bad at it. I avoid it like the plague.
So North, East, West have 5 tricks. They've now also got the Ace of Spades and a club. So they're going to come to probably 8 tricks at this point because the King of Hearts is still a winner. So Shane might put the Queen of Hearts on the table, but East will go up with the King of Hearts, lead a spade to the Ace, take the club, and then that's it for the declarer. So I think 8 tricks. Ah, another rim to Australia. The other table managed to make 10 tricks and 3 no trumps. So they're clawing it back, just down by 10 at this stage. But lots of bridge to go. But I'm liking the way, like the trend of the last couple of boards is slowly eking it back, basically at an imper board. Queen of Hearts, as expected. Now, it's all pretty simple from here. I think Declarer might even try leading a spade up towards the Queen at some point. So, oh no, it tried to Chinese him. And Shane now puts his hand on the table and says, "Thank you very much." I wonder why Declarer chose to lead the Queen of Spades. Never really had any intention of running it. Anyway, that was 1 no trump making 8, so that seems pretty normal, I'd say. But well played. Possibly an impact, but I don't know what the other table might do. West with a balanced 12 count will probably open a short diamond here. West might elect to bid clubs as a passed hand, possibly. I know I would. No, so they chose to pass. Where are they going to end up? Probably a no trump or 2 hearts. I personally love to bid 2 clubs over 1 diamond because it just makes it really tough on the opponents to get in the auction. Well, not get in the auction, but you take away the whole 1 level from them and put them under a lot of pressure. So that's what I tend to choose. Uh, and partner won't expect anything glorious from you. So you got 6-card club suit and 8 points, so I don't see why not. Max, Shane just smashed in 1 no trump. Interesting. You know, 4-3-3, decided not to show his hearts. I don't think there's anything systemic about bidding 1 no trump here to show extra values. Anyway, how will 1 no trump go? Okay, so you got 4 diamond tricks. Okay, that lead's not going to scare Declarer too much. But you can get 3 heart tricks and 4 diamonds if they don't take enough tricks as it is. And they can only take 3 spades. Yeah, so Declarer should probably bring this home. Yeah, so if you played 1 no trump by South, club lead through the King Jack. It's a lot messier hand. Might go club. I think you have to play low to give yourself a realistic shot. But it might go club, jack, ace, and then club back, and then you're in some real trouble after that. But playing it from north, it's a lot safer.
The 9 looks kind of appealing, like you might play low. You give up on 2 tricks.
It's a pretty interesting holding. Any like the jack could be right if you think West led away from ace queen. Playing low could be right if you think West led away from the 10.
On a 10?
Yeah. Or just the 10.
Oh yeah, just 10. Yeah.
And we'll probably see a club at this stage. Club, and because Max has the 9.
Coverings. Good.
So you're trying a surround play of some description?
Yeah. Feels like you have too many for it to be right.
Anyway, if Ace returns a club, then that's 3 hearts, 4 diamonds, and a club for 8 tricks. East-West have 2 so far, and they can cash 3 more spades, so looks like Declarer's going to come to 8 tricks no matter what.
So what happened on the first 2 tricks? I wasn't around.
Diamond lead, and then a heart finesse.
Diamond lead, heart finesse.
Heart finesse failed. The diamonds were all solid, so the diamond lead didn't threaten anything.
Yeah, it's really not an appealing hand from West to have to win the King of Hearts and do something. Like, you know it's too late to set up clubs. That can never happen. Partner's diamond lead was obviously not working particularly well. Spades don't look appealing. Declarer's playing on hearts and now has the 10 ace.
Max is onto the Red Bull.
Oh, Maxi and the Red Bull.
Yeah. So I love over at these World Championships, or in these long tournaments, it can be really tiring. I know I smash the caffeine when I'm over there. One of the ones I went to over in Sanya, there was a World Open Championship there, and it was sponsored by Red Bull, and there was all you could drink Red Bull all the time. I swear I had a caffeine high for like 5 days after that event.
You're a little bit sensitive to caffeine.
Yeah.
I tuned into your stream today and saw you smashing the cokes. That sounds really bad, actually, when I say it. You're smashing the coke. We're talking about the Coke Zero, people.
But yeah, no. Needed some caffeine after lack of sleep. And I'm sure I'll be smashing the Coke.
Smashing the Coke.
Tomorrow as well.
I wonder, so the idea of the dummy box, I actually rate the dummy box, but Wonder how insanely hard it would be to actually do the computer programming to have the dummy box on BBO.
So what she means is just a box that's around the dummy, so that people watching ViewRef have a very clear idea which hand's the dummy, which one hand's the hidden hand.
So basically, we're complete idiots, and we were describing sort of what people were thinking yesterday, and then we realized, like, with the concealed hand, and then we realized the concealed hand wasn't so concealed because it was dummy. So we were just talking absolute crap.
We could have just stopped at we were complete idiots.
Yeah, I guess that would have described it. Wow, check out the distribution on this fella.
No, that's a nice hand.
Holy schmoly.
What,
Unfortunately, five clubs looks like the limit. Four spades might. No, four spades won't make. Five clubs looks like the winner.
I'm not even sure if
Start off with the
spades.
Gerber, Harry.
I think two spades is the limited spades.
Yeah. So, interesting one here, because Harry's just broken all the rules that you hear about preempting. First of all, he's preempted in a minor above the 3 level, which has removed 3 no trumps, something you typically want to avoid unless you have an extreme hand shape, which he does. But he also has a 4-card major. Watch out, people.
Yeah. Preempting 4 of a minor is often pretty good.
I'm more tempted by 5 on this than 4.
You know.
Look at those colours. Look at that white.
Yeah, why not 6 clubs? It's still white v red.
Good news. Well, they're playing hearts, but I think if you make passes and they bid 4 hearts, I feel like you almost need to double.
If you double, it says partner I was interested in bidding on, so...
Yeah, I mean...
I wouldn't double saying I'm interested in bidding on with Queen 10-8 4th in there, so... Partner will always bid on, and you've got some defence.
I'm still not convinced it means that it... I guess it does.
Yeah,
Even at this bowl?
Yeah. Yeah, it just means...
I guess, yeah. Yeah,
it means, partner, I was thinking about opening 5, but I didn't have the balls to do it.
Yeah, but how can you not
if
have
I
the
was
balls
Laura,
to do it?
I would have done
favourable. You're favourable.
There's still a bid for it, so...
Yeah, right.
6 clubs. Oh, stick it to them.
Oh, Maxi. Get in there.
Unfortunately, they might cash 2 diamond tricks here.
So if they lead a heart...
They're not going to lead a heart. If they lead a heart, they're home, I think.
Who's on lead? Wrong dude's on lead.
Yeah, the hand with the solid diamonds.
So we need the box. We need the declarer box. Who is currently declarer or dummy or whatever.
Yeah, so it is going to go 1 down.
That's sad.
East will lead the ace of diamonds.
Actually, no, you could lead the ace of hearts and figure out which is right. Continuing a heart or... Okay, so maybe getting a little bit desperate, but it could happen. Like, your shorter ace is less likely to get knocked off. You could lead a heart and then decide if, like, your mate has the king of hearts or if you need to catch the ace of diamonds. I think that's actually vaguely legitimate.
Yeah, except for the fact that the ace of hearts could easily blow a trick, whereas it's only right if you have to cash 2 tricks straight away, and your other trick is going to be the ace of diamonds. You're not going to cash 2 hearts, really, against this contract. The ace of diamonds is a pretty standout lead.
Okay, it's pretty good, but, you know,
I like your optimism.
Desperate times. I feel like we're already talking crap. Like 7 hearts from last time. 7 hearts, 7 diamonds, 7 red suit.
7 hearts.
7 hearts.
We're referring to the European Open Championship, where it was Noralia versus Lofster, when Noralia was sucking a bit. And we're like, go on, you can bid this random grant. And then they did, and it was like awesome. But I think it's a little bit early for that stuff. Anyway, an imp back to Zlatan.
It'd be interesting to know how it's pronounced. Is it just Zlatan, and that sounds like rather timid, or is it Zlatan?
Maybe Zlatters.
Zlatters.
Can we make it sound more Australian?
Zlatty.
Zlatty.
Do you reckon that's
hey,
what Leo
Zlatto!
Do you reckon Zlatty could be what Leo and Aaron are calling their name?
Yeah, I find the L in that name very weirdly placed. Does anyone know actually how to pronounce it or why they're called Zlatan?
Even if they know how to pronounce it, they're not really able to.
They can type it phonetically.
They need the little things above the letters. I don't know what the things above the letters mean. I know they mean that you like don't pronounce it how it
You mean the
kind of looks.
accents?
Yeah, those. But there's lots of them. I mean, imagine you were in a tonal language. You got like way different options.
Yeah.
I'd just like to point out to our viewers that I've been going a little bit mental on ordering marketing products. So we now have a Bridgeford mouse. Pete's wearing a Bridgeford hoodie, playing with the soluble stabilizer that'll come off when you wash it. We have flyers, postcards. He's got a shirt. And when Jazz and I ordered the uniforms for the Aussie kids, we got a little bit excited because every time you buy something, they say, would you like to add such and such to your order? And so they were like, would you like to add a pen to your order? And we saw this pen that rocked up with Peter Hollins written on it. And we were a little bit excited because we could make the pen say Peter Hollins the Amazing. So we maybe ordered a pen with Peter Hollins the Amazing. And Pete just turned around and said, I'm never going to use that thing. And now he's just sitting here playing with it.
Not using it.
You're not using it, but you're fidgeting with it.
Yeah. Oh,
I feel like that's success.
Another imp back to Zlatan.
If Juz is listening, we also have your Peter Hollins the Amazing pen waiting for you. Juz wanted a pen.
Anyway, North-South pushed on to 3-no trumps here. Which... Things don't split so nicely, but it still might come good. So you got 5 diamond tricks, a spade, a heart. Probably can get 2, but you might be able to scrounge out 3.
Actually, you're not really actually going to get 5 diamond tricks.
You're only going to lose the king.
Yeah, but you got entry issues.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're not going to... Like, if they just don't play the king at all, you're just a little bit stuffed. I guess that, like, I mean, they obviously have to play it, but
Yeah.
you have no entry.
But, you know, you might be able to set up 2 clubs, 3 hearts, 2 spades, 2 diamonds for 9 tricks.
Yeah.
It's a tricky contract.
It's a lot easier if you go low and they put in the king of hearts.
Yeah, creating another entry for you.
Yeah. I'm all about the entries, you see.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool if Declara had, like, I don't know, ace, queen, 9. Actually, that doesn't work.
So East-West can get 2 spade tricks and 2 clubs. And if you give up a diamond, they might be able to beat it. But, you know, it's going to be tough.
Low heart, king, ace. Thanks for coming.
So, North-South can get 3 diamonds, 2 clubs, 3 hearts, 2 spades. So, yeah, no. North-South will make it. It's a really awkward contract. I reckon it'll take them a while to play. But should come home.
I'm not convinced. So, like, I mean, low heart, king, you're...
West isn't going to stick in the king heart. So we'll go low heart, low... So low 10, queen.
So, I mean, partner's leading a heart a lot of the time, but...
West has a pretty automatic 10 of hearts. North's going to win the queen, play a diamond to the queen, and see the bad news and play on a club.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. But don't you get to set up now, like, 2 spades? I only kind of get 1 if you attack spades. So if you get, like, 2 clubs... Yeah, okay, maybe you are struggling in defense.
2 clubs, 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, and a spade.
Trying to think about the defenses winners.
I reckon 4 for the defense.
That'd be 9 for Declara. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
On a bad day, the defense might only take 3 tricks as well.
Low king. Victory.
No, even if they play low, you can still Declarer still might make 10. I reckon Dr. Gibb will actually tell us 10 tricks for Declarer. Ah, only 9. Because when they rise with the club, they can push a spade through in time.
Yeah.
And then play a club and push a spade through.
So you give them 2 spades, but you set up your spades. So you get a spade, 2 clubs.
Do you set your spades up in time?
We're getting, like, spade to the king, spade, you cut the jack. So they get 2. But you get 2.
Jack of hearts. Whatever.
Gotta fetch those errors. Come on,
No,
Harrow.
it's not necessarily an error.
Well, just as far as trying to make your opponents make mistakes.
That took a while at trick 1. Max is just like chilling back there, having a little look around, seeing what's what.
So it looks really weird. So when Max was laying back like that, it almost looks like you can see the view graph operator. I mean, you absolutely can't. It's definitely, you can't. But, yeah, it just looks weird. Blocking play. So you want to use your entries to get lots of heart tricks. Oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, I like it. Because you can actually get 4 hearts now, right?
But you can't finesse the hearts. No.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. 3 hearts, spade, 3 diamonds.
So at this stage, you'll probably play a club to the jack. Because when the jack holds, is in the wrong hand. You might play a heart to the 9.
Just do it, Ellie. Yeah, that's better, because it means, like, West can never exit a heart. Like, clubs you're not that worried about if they exit, but...
Yeah.
Go Harrow. The boss. By the way, I'm impressed
25. Flat board. 6 clubs.
Whoa. Whoa. Let's see what happens.
3 spades by South down 1.
Okay.
So
Ban that.
instead of opening 4 clubs, North opened 2 hearts. No idea what that would be, but I doubt it's just a weak 2 in hearts. And that went 2-0 overcall, double for penalties. East ran to 3 diamonds, and then South bid 3 spades. So they missed a cold 5 clubs and went 1 down.
For a flat board.
Whereas the other table got to 6 clubs down. That was a strange flat board.
Bridge. By the way, times have changed with the Australian team. The pair that's sitting out, both of them, one I saw pop something on Facebook like an hour ago, and Ella's here sitting having a chat with us. 2 hearts, 4 hearts, longer. Well, this is true. You do have 4 hearts, and you do have a longer minor.
So just discussing the option in the other room, we just got informed that the 2 heart opening said a partner have 4 hearts and a longer minor, which is completely accurate. But you know, how long can it be? I wonder if we do it with an 8-4 or a 9-4.
9-4. Yep.
Usually that sort of stuff might be a 5-4.
Do you know what's
or
really
a
cool
6-4.
about it though? You can open 2 hearts and assuming like it's like a where are the spades hand. Someone's gonna bid the spades. And now you get to jump to like 5 clubs. Partner I have a 9-4.
Partner I've got 9-4. Watch out.
What do you want to do with that, huh?
I wonder if they'd ever psych it with like a 3-10.
3-10. Oh, Millie would.
Yeah.
I feel like these partnerships have something in common. We got like the 2 sort of blondie brown haired people, and then we got the 2 dark haired people with glasses. Like, there's some symmetry going on here.
Yeah.
Look at the video. It's too early for that too, isn't it? On the talking crap.
But it does look awfully symmetrical.
Yeah, okay, so it's not just me.
Yeah, Max's beard's what throws it off.
Yeah, Maxie, what are you doing?
He's doing the old traditional way. You can't shave during a bridge event.
Yeah.
Aussies have a standing rule that it's bad luck to shave during a bridge event. For no apparent reason, but it just started largely because the vast majority of us are too lazy to actually bother to shave, rather than actually thinking it's bad luck. But a huge youth contingent just means, yep, no shaving, and we go from here. Yeah, you end up with some dirty ass beard by the end of it.
What about the girl version of it? I decided last year it was going to be really bad luck if I did any hair removal of any kind, and I got to sort of halfway through the event, and actually I got to halfway through the event. I'm like, oh, this is not good. I really want to shave my armpits, and then I got to this point that I'm like, psychologically, if I shave my armpits, we will not qualify, and that was really bad. And then it got to the stage where we had to qualify that day, or we had to play a second day. I was like, I really need to qualify today just so I can shave my armpits.
Yeah, so I don't think it actually applies for chicks.
Yeah, I took it.
If you wanted to shave, you can always shave. It's just...
It might be really bad luck.
No one actually believes it's bad luck. They just stick to it.
I didn't want to test it. Admittedly, if I did shave my legs or something and we did miss out, no one would ever shave ever again. Ella's wearing the same shorts and pin every single day. Ah, I like it. Do they ever get washed, or is that overrated?
She found a day when those shorts and pin did well, so can't change the pants. Have to get the good luck running, however it works.
Three days, just sort of air them overnight, they'll be fine. I'm pretty sure if anyone vaguely civilized saw a youth bridge event, they'd be a little bit shocked.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I think it's actually really good because unlike the open players or the women's or the seniors or whatever who are too busy worrying about how they look, we're there to play bridge, man. We don't care how bad we stink or how hairy we are or how many days we've worn our shorts for. We are there to play bridge. Having to wash your clothes, that's wasting time that you could be conserving the energy.
So 10 tricks to declare, just like I predicted.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Got one right. I'm way better on predictions.
You are on fire.
I remember the last time I did commentary, I was 1 out of 20 or something.
If you were lucky, yeah. Yeah.
But that was an open event. Maybe I'm better at predicting how youth players play. Might be a sign of how I play. I love Shane's leaning
He's
for the
claim. Getting the hunch in.
Yeah. So short diamond will strike from Max's hand, and north-south will probably end in 3 no trumps, which has 4 diamonds, 3 clubs, and 2 aces for 9 claimers.
Cruisy tricks.
Yeah, and there is no potential for
0.
Yeah, so this is just the world's most flat board, and 3 no trumps would be my guess. North does have 17, so there might be a vague chance they get excited and bid 4 no trumps and go down, but hopefully they've got a way of just stopping.
I'm pretty sure the only way that's going to happen is if South upgrades this to a strong no trump.
Yeah. Well, as they play 14, 16, the partner's capping out at 13. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
3 no trumps seems pushy. Ooh, here's an interesting one. How many points do you need for game these days? Dun, 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 dun.
Not many.
Not many?
If any.
So, like, it's getting to the point where the old 24, you're very happy to be there.
Yeah.
So, how low does that make sort of the minimum that you want to be there? Like, 22?
Well, it really depends on what your options are. If you can stop in one no trump with like 23 points, like yeah, that's fine.
That's awesome.
But if you have to choose between playing in 2 no trumps or 3 no trumps with 23, 24 points,
Just pick 3.
yeah, it's just you pick 3 no trumps. So it depends on how low you can get your invites. I'm surprised Max hasn't claimed this hand already.
Yeah.
If they started attacking hearts, you might have not claimed, but
This is almost one of those hands. Like, normally you just don't claim because you're in like a big pressure match and you never know what happens. You might manage a trick out of somewhere. This is kind of like one of those hands that you almost want to just claim so that, I don't know, if you happen to revoke, not that you can win the trick with the revoke trick, you just like, don't have to give any away.
even Peter Gill said 400 next hand.
Yeah. For Gil to call it, there's no trick.
I think some people play out hands a little too much, and that makes it drag on a bit. Here you have no chance. We finally got to a claim. That took what, 5, 6 tricks.
Not that we can chat to Gil at the moment, but do you think he knows that we're talking quality crap? Or less quality crap, more to the point.
He probably knows. If not, we can get Matty B to let Gil know.
Because they're both commentators. They can talk to each other. Whoa. I was wondering if just randomly, like, the view graph is like as you wish to us rather than to the table. I wonder what DT is doing tonight. Like, DT would normally be here.
He's probably watching the other table, watching his child.
Yeah, I guess that's reasonable. With the great internet they have in Echuca, maybe Twitch isn't... Well, I mean, he might be listening to our crap and then watching them.
Yeah.
Possible option?
Oh, yeah. DT's probably listening to us. He's been listening to it most of the time.
Yeah.
West has 0 to 6.2 spade opening if he was playing north-south system. Sure.
I love Gil.
Get in the first seat favourable, absolute garbage. Ella's listening to our crap but watching the other table.
It's like getting all the commentary from one table while you still get to... Like, they're vaguely on sort of kind of the same boards. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if we disappointed you when we said we just had the world's most boring hand. It's like nothing... Admittedly, that kind of flags a toilet break or something.
Yeah.
There's upsides.
Heart, a spade, 2 clubs. That is an odd 2 club bid. That might be
a Zealy style thing.
Yeah. Checking if partners
Ooh, 3 clubs.
Invitational or something. So that would have been completely artificial, but didn't get alerted, at least by the ViewGraph operator. And
we don't have Baz. We can't really expect it.
And Ace just bid 4 spades pretty sensibly. Max was having a little brief think about bidding 5 clubs there, but sort of wisely chose against it.
I'm not convinced on the 3 club, but...
Your partner doubled for clubs, and you do have 5 card support.
Oh yeah, I missed the double. That makes sense.
I think,
yeah, definitely the wrong colours to be bidding 5 clubs.
Yeah, maybe we have to get like red doubles inserted into BBO just so that you can see them.
Yeah, like, wow, we could suggest so many improvements for BBO.
And like maybe like if you make a penalty double, they can make it a big red double, and a take-off doubles,
take-off doubles,
like
little doubles. Yeah.
Just like people play bridge.
Yeah.
If you use written bidding, you know how the little old ladies do the big doubles penalties. They should insist on that for BBO, just to clarify.
One thing so I realized today is people, and I don't know if this is a general bridge education issue or people's naivety or what. So, for starters, bridge is a kind of crazy game in the sense that you learn to play, you don't learn anything about the scoring, but you learn the game is awesome. You also learn none of the rules. So then when you've been playing for sort of 10, 15 years, and something that you have enough awareness that it might be a little bit awkward, it might have to do with the laws, comes up, like, you don't even know what the laws are or what you're ethically meant to do. So I had this situation come up to, someone asked me about a situation where they had overcalled 2-no as an unusual 2-no trumps. And of course, someone asked their partner, and their partner said it was some strong balanced hand. And then, completely not a filthy cheat or anything, but they went, I don't know what to do now. And so I just responded as if I thought she was bidding statement, which is like hugely unethical and dodgy. But it's just people don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I think it's I don't know, something that needs to be solved. I don't know how it needs to be solved, but
Stuff. Almost no one knows the rules of the game. They don't know what they should be doing. By the way, I found Peter Gill said 2 clubs was Haxon. And I was like, what
Haxon.
the hell is Haxon?
What is a Haxon? The witch.
Yeah.
Ah, we play some Haxon. I like the sound of Haxon.
Yeah, so we know it as the witch here in Australia. But it's a Swedish variation of Gazilli.
See the Swedish. Make another appearance.
Yeah. Haxon.
Haxon. I think we need to put Haxon now rather than the witch.
Now, I like the witch. It's a nice name. But every now and then I might just describe, oh yeah, that's Haxon. Ah.
I'm pretty sure that's a bit too Aussie. It's probably like Hoxon.
I feel like it reminds me of like an axe-wielding person.
I feel so sorry for anyone who did not know what bridge was. And they're like, Haxon? Gazilli? What's going on?
Oh yeah, good point. Gazilli is usually used after a major pass a no trump, but is also used after a heart pass a spade. And it's a 2-club bid that is artificial and is used to sort of reel out certain hands and find what point range your partner's in. So the 2 heart bid would probably just show a minimum there, no real points.
Just to make it clear, so basically 2 clubs would have said, so a heart and a spade, a natural 2 clubs said, partner, how strong are you? Their 2 heart response would have said, partner, not so much.
Yeah. 2 clubs could have been a wide variety of things, not just strong hands.
This one would have been something good with spades.
Well, it was either probably a 2 heart rebid or good hand with spades.
Yeah.
That's what I think that would have been.
Ace intention would have been good with spades.
Yeah, I thought that was clarified by their next bid.
Yeah.
4 spades.
They did suggest that, didn't they?
Even if you didn't know what Haxon was.
Haxon. Or witches. Or Swedes.
Or Gazilli.
Or Gazilli. Swedes rock. I wonder how the normal auction goes. Like, the normal auction probably allows no chance for Max to vaguely think about bidding 5 clubs.
Yeah. Something like a heart, a spade, 4 spades.
Yeah. Kind of funny with all these conventions that you play, like, you get a whole bunch of upshot, but you also kind of get some downside. Like, if you reverse the colours, if you got your Haxon in, then your opponents would have dived over you 4 spades, which they never would have done.
Yeah.
In a normal
with
auction.
the other colours, you might choose not to go through it because of you're afraid of the sack, so you
might just
bash 4 spades opposite a past partner.
Yep.
Play is hugely interesting on the 26 in the other room. So this is the one where
this
Shane...
isn't 27, where you just have 9 tricks. Okay.
Yeah, this is the one where Shane played it really well for 10 tricks. So what do you reckon's happening, Ella?
I'm going to bring it up. Ella will probably beat me to it because my technology use skills are really bad.
But 4 spades made 11 here. Sort of to be expected. We've got 4 boards to go in this set. And then we've got a bit of a break. So play will restart in 2 hours time from now.
That still feels like a lot.
Stevie's playing 4 spades wound.
Yeah, he is. By East, and has currently taken 4 tricks. And will get a 5th, and maybe a 6th. No, he will get a 6th. Still not good enough.
Supposedly you can find a way out for 5 possibly.
So we've got 4. I don't know if that includes the trick that they haven't... I think it includes the trick they haven't played.
We're talking about going for 500 versus 800 here. So a tight little battle here.
He can only get 6. 6 tricks, so 4 off. He's got a trap. Yeah, okay, so he can get 7 tricks. That's still 8.
North still has the top spade and the heart, so we'll get to draw the trump and... Oh, 1100 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's the wrong bucket. The imps are meant to go in the other bucket.
So that's 10 imps out. So it looks like it's tossing up 500, 800, or 11, but settled for 11, which isn't too good.
It'd be good if it was in the right bucket.
Yeah.
It's just in the wrong bucket.
Versus a volley game, it's not a huge deal at imps if you go for 800 or 500 there. You lose 3 imps or gain 4. So they're small swings, but the 1100 cost a bit, so that was 10 imps back to the old Zlatan. So the old precision 1 spade, 4 spade, putting the opponents to the test, make them think that maybe they're getting preempted. This is one of the benefits of playing a limited opening bid. You can just give it a 4 spade raise. Not reveal much about your hand, whereas in standard you can't afford to do that because slam could be still on the table. Okay, so how's 4 spades on this hand going? I've got a spade loser. I've got 2 diamonds and a club. So it looks like you've got 4 losers. I'm not sure where any of them can go. The heart's not well positioned. So I think you can just play a heart to the 8 or something odd like that, but that's not particularly realistic. You don't need to do that now, but this is a makeable contract, but I'm not sure who's going to make it. What happened at trick 1? So they let a heart to the 9 and king. 7 small 9 king. So you might actually get the hearts right. Because East doesn't have the jack. So I think they might make this. So he has to manage his entries here pretty well. So he needs to get hearts right, but also not lose the heart ruff.
Work to be done.
9 of spades. I'm not sure if that's a good card. I think a low spade would have worked a bit better. But it's still okay. There's no real issues. If West continues a heart, things are looking pretty cruisy. But right now, you really wish you had the 9 of spades as an entry to the south hand. So looking pretty messy at this stage. It's going to draw the trump.
Are you just off this stage?
Yeah. So he is down now. His entries are a bit messed up. If he still had the 9 of spades, he could have crossed to the 9 of spades, played a heart to the 8, queen of hearts, and then got back there. And I think he maybe should do that, because he has a fair idea about the heart position after the lead. And a heart to the 8 seems pretty sensible. So I think he got his entries wrong.
He did.
Yeah.
Should have watched your lesson.
Yeah.
Start sleeping.
Yeah, it was only held at like 3 a.m. his time.
Yeah, we didn't get to sleep last night. Why should he have gotten to? Only seems fair.
Yeah.
I knew it was bad this morning when your mum walked in and was like, "What did you do last night?"
You look like crap.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sad face.
I worked up at work this morning at 9 and I was just thinking, why does anyone want to play bridge at 9?
Oh, that's right. Not everyone's staying up till 3:30 a.m.
Yeah. We actually discussed yesterday, why don't they have bridge sessions that start at like 7 a.m.?
Yeah, not that we want to play in them.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to be part of those.
But there's so many people that wake up at these weird hours, such as 6 a.m. and things. And we're like, I'm just surprised they don't want to play bridge.
Yeah, so at the club I work at, we normally start our Friday morning session at 10:30. And we were thinking about starting it at 10 on one day of the year. And put out like a little survey and somebody said, no, I can't attend at 10 o'clock because that conflicts with my morning class and I can't get there in time. Like, you have a morning class in something and then you have to get to bridge by 10 and you can fit all of this in? What would it be like?
Yeah, waking up early.
Ugh.
Anyway, this board looks like it's got some interest to it. North with a nice 5-5 here. I think 5 diamonds is on. You got no diamond losers. You can ruff your club and... oh, maybe 6 diamonds. Discipline... well, yeah, South passed.
Yeah.
Surprised South didn't open a spade playing precision.
Admittedly, you also get to a better spot once you pass.
Yeah, that works well.
Yeah.
I don't know what Max is going to do over this, but he has a very useful hand for his partner.
So you got like the 2 stingers, which are huge.
You don't have great fit support for him. You've only got 3 card support.
I'd be bidding like 4 diamonds, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, but you don't know how... partner could be reasonably weak.
So partner's either weak or strong, but partner's going to be strong now because dude passed,
Yeah,
I think.
I like the 4 diamond bid, and Shane might just bid 6 diamonds over that.
Opposite of pass partner, it's probably too ambitious, I think. I don't think you can play partner for perfect cards.
Ace, Jack, 4th diamond, Queen of clubs, Doubleton heart.
Yeah, I don't think you can play them for that though. Like, this is an auction. I have these issues when I bid of where are the spades. Admittedly, on this auction, partner doesn't have the spades, but they don't have the spades. They didn't Like, where are the spades? I get really confused when no one's bid the spades and there's lots of spades missing.
You just really get confused.
I know that. I know that. I had a hand last night where someone went into the tank of choosing whether to pop queen or not, so I just assumed they were out of that suit and didn't even watch their discard because that didn't even matter. But as it so happens, they followed, so this suit was 3-3 rather than 5-1. Whoops. Alright, they're on the roll. I think it's really hard here with Max's hand because you've just got these two stingers that you haven't told partner about. And, like, ace third trump is huge. Admittedly, partner didn't want to bid 4 hearts to show some epic amount of hearts, so I don't know how you're valuing your Doubleton your Doubleton heart here. Because partner could have bid 4 hearts, which I think should be forcing. I feel like 4 hearts should have been forcing.
I'm really worried what 4 spades is in this auction.
4 spades has to be a void spade, or spade control.
What about
Stiff
ace third spade?
Well, it's still control, right?
Probably, but like
Are
South
they
might.
going to play 6 spades?
Yeah, South might be like, hey, maybe spades is really good to play. At any rate, when partner makes a slam try, your hand, South's like, wow, I've got 2 aces. North's gonna bid slam after this, after a 4-no trump bid.
So they can scrounge it, but they've got a lot of work to do. They've got to rough both their club. Actually, that's for
They have to rough a club.
That's for grand. For grand, they have to rough a club and a heart.
Yeah.
Grand, guys? Grand?
Yeah.
We like grand.
Yeah, you can't change. Just,
grands.
bid 7 diamonds. Play partner for ace 4th diamond, ace clubs.
And you do the mad thing where you like rough high, and then you pin, because you need to cross over, and you're a little bit scared, so then you pin the jack 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're like rough club low, rough a heart with the ace. Just play like just frivolously throw that away because you know that there's the old, jack 10 tight. Peter Gill, I think North will bid 6 diamonds now. He was too slow. 6 diamonds came in a little bit too quickly. I feel like they're being pessimistic. Peter Gill was like, I think 6 diamonds. We're like, what about grand? You can make grand.
Yeah.
I think your order of operations might be a bit interesting in grand because you can't afford to, like, if you get tapped, you now have issues because you have to take a rough in both hearts and clubs, but you've been tapped at trick 1. So you can't actually, like, you do have issues because, oh no, you got the king clubs as an entry. You're fine. Don't worry.
You just need hearts 3-3 and diamonds 3-2.
Yeah, but the point being you have to rough a heart and you have to rough a club and you got tapped in the long hand at trick 1.
So you trump, you play ace of clubs, king of clubs, rough a club.
Yeah, so
ace of hearts, king of hearts, rough a heart.
You can't do that. You need your king of clubs as an entry.
No, you don't. Diamonds are 3-2. You can handle the tap.
Yeah, but you have to use your king of clubs to rough something. I guess you do rough something.
Yeah, you rough a club.
Yeah.
Then you just cruisy.
Cruisy. So you guys have mad agreements here. You would have been able to describe your shortage and your 7-5s and your...
I'm not sure. Not in this.
Probably not after 4 diamonds,
Not
but I
this
think you would have bid
sequence.
4 diamonds.
After a Michael's bid. Not unusual.
Doesn't work the same.
No. So North South didn't get the 4 spades on the hand before, but they missed a cold game, but Australia didn't make it either. So this will only be a small out for Australia here on 29.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, so I reckon this will take Max a while to play this hand. It's not clear what's the best percentage line to make this. So if you're in 7, I think it's easier because you just need
have to do it. Yeah.
You need things to work. But being in 6, there's a lot of thought about how can you best time this and get everything to work well.
And you'd be sitting there thinking about, like, if they had stiff jack and 10-4 offside. Like, jack 10-4, they're probably not leading it. But stiff jack, they might. Like, this is one of those hands of what could possibly go wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like you want to take your club rough early, because even if you can take your club rough.
I think a win ace of diamonds, play club rough, heart rough.
Yeah.
Find out that they all break and then...
you don't think your percentage to cash the king of diamonds before playing your 3rd heart? Well, I mean...
No, I think trumping... Well, you play the ace king of hearts. If you don't see any heart appear, so I think roughing the heart's good. But if hearts are 4-2 and you get over rough, that's kind of awkward.
Yeah, so do you want to cash that other trump?
Nah, because then once you catch the ace king of hearts, if it was queen jack 4th heart, you're just stuffed if you're getting over roughed anyway. Because if you draw the other trump, you can't rough the heart. And if you can't rough the heart, you're relying on hearts 3-3 anyway, so you may as well have roughed. So I reckon it'll make 13 tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so board 29, we lost another 6. So it has been a pretty strong start by Zlatan. They're up 33-5. Good news is there's lots of boards to come.
Yeah, we don't want to call the match right now.
No. I've officially told the director that they should play the full amount of boards, not stop the match early.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So usually I call for them to stop the match at some point. I haven't done that yet. Largely because Australia hasn't been in front at any stage, but we'll get there.
We were tying after 2.
Yeah, but I didn't want to stop on a tie. I didn't want to find out what the tiebreaker was.
No. Single board. We have this really cool event here, and it kind of needs a really quick turnaround because they're short matches. And so their version of a tiebreak is like a 1-board playoff. And it's kind of exciting. 2-board playoff. 1-board playoff.
You hit the G knot.
Yeah.
That's a 2-board playoff.
2-board. Pete's had the pleasure of being a part of one of them. Didn't you have some ridiculous hand, like 4 clubs down 1 compared to 2 no down 1?
Nah.
Was that in a quick way?
That just 2 boring boards when I had that. Max is in the tank here. He's got the old leg shake happening. I'm not sure if you can see. It's very standard Max.
It's standard Max.
He's got some nervous energy there, I think. But he just does that every now and then. But he's well in the tank. He's not rushing this. I think he's about to pull out a calculator to work out some odds here. Work out what the best line is.
He's got the shakes and the leans and the act cool, calm and collected. Then the leg shake comes. But Shane's just like, I'm just going to fiddle with my hair a little.
Yeah. These hands are kind of annoying. Ooh, king of diamonds.
Ah, we have a king. All right, Matty B, you've called it. Now what?
I think Gil proposed it.
Nah, Matty B suggested, and Gil said, yeah, and then what?
I don't know what line he's going to take.
I feel like he should have been able to instantly play a card after this.
Yeah. So he's not going to make 12 tricks. What's he even rough this with?
Exactly. This is where it's really hard.
So at this stage, he...
You can still make 13.
Yeah, so he can
You
still
don't
play...
want to make 13.
He can play club rough, and then the Jack 10 Doubleton Diamond drops. But I think he's just going to lay down the Ace of Diamonds.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So one thing you might want to be able to do is like, can you possibly have
So if
a
diamonds
trump in play? No, you haven't. Like, if dude did have 10/4 trump, do you ever get to the point that you can have it? No, you can't because you have too many hearts. Yeah. Just wondering if you need to, like, ever. Like, if dude does have 10/4.
I thought he might actually rough a club there.
I feel like roughing the club's better because you kind of have to do it. And then you at least
Like,
leave options.
if diamonds were 3-2, it
You
doesn't
can have
matter if you
cross-rough
rough the club or
options.
not. But I guess he's worried about there being a singleton club.
Yeah, well, more likely to be a singleton heart, right?
Anyway, this is a really good board for Australia.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Getting to the slam was really well done. And plus 920.
The boys.
I'm just watching Max wave the cards around. Like, okay.
See, now you're finding it hilarious watching them in agony. You weren't
Yeah.
finding it hilarious last night.
Oh, no, I was. But you want to see either of them after disasters or really like tense moments. That hand had a lot of options, so watching them do that, there's lots of stuff to do. And that's the exciting times to watch the table.
Like a cross rough could even be right on that hand.
Yeah.
If there is 10/4 trump.
Lots of options there, and they're the times you actually want to watch the table. Most times when the hands aren't that interesting, or if you can't see the right player because the cameras, you can only really spot two players.
You will notice there is about a 30-second delay on the feed.
Okay. South got in there with a short diamond opening, no trump from North.
Short diamonds appeared a lot.
North's been bidding a no trump on
A wide variety of hands.
a lot of 4-3-3s with a 4-card major.
Varying points though. Like
No,
I
one
suppose
was
up to-
10, one was 11. So
the
he knows
wonders
that.
of limited hands.
Yeah, he knows his partner's up to 15. Still not sure what exactly their one no trump response shows. Let's see if I can find a strict definition of what they're showing.
It's probably just partner. I don't want to go to game. I think this is right if you're a weak no trump. I'm sure that's the simplistic version. I feel like in the notes they need the one club section to come last.
11 and down. Non-forcing.
This feels like a failure for the system.
Diamond and no trump, 2 clubs, 2 no.
I feel like 2 no trumps should not exist.
10-11, just in case you got the maximum. Hey, 11 back! That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the table settled
That's
for...
3 no's.
Yeah. We're back in it. We're still down a bit. What are we down?
We're in it anyway without that 11.
We're down 17, but... Oh, yeah, we're still in it. That's for sure. But, you know...
Due to resume in about 95 minutes. That's ridiculous. How long do they need to have lunch? What are they eating? Like a 3-course meal?
Just got informed from Gil that China leads the final in both the under-20s and the under-15 semis. So the under-20s are having their final at the moment. The under-15s are having a semi-final, and China's leading both of those. And Italy's leading the girls. And that, like, the girls are having a final, and Italy's leading that. But Italy also had a girl in the junior team, so they've got a lot of depth in the women's field, Italy.
Watch out. Kind of like China seems to have a lot of depth in sort of
everything.
They're
going to be so good in like 10 to 15 years.
Here's our shout out to Australian Bridge. We need the young guns.
Yeah.
Hopefully we've started setting the way with our cheeky little under-16s team from Victoria. I'm pretty excited to see the dudes come back and just hear about their stories and hear about their views on the experience. And you know what, next time they get to go to an under-20s, or for a lot of them it's an under-15s again, like just the confidence they'll be able to go into that event after having been at one. And like, I think there'd be a huge sort of drive to do well.
So North-South bid a lot here.
Yeah, they did. And they're full. Ugh. They're not doubled. Mad.
But they might make.
Surely not.
Where are their losers?
Which hand are you counting from?
I don't know, but down one, says Dr. Good. They certainly bid a lot. Harrow...
I feel like 3-no might have been a nicer spot.
Yeah, well, Harrow realised that his partner had a stiff or void heart, so with ace-4 chose not to play there. And they did avoid 4 spades, which would have been doubled, is my feel.
Yeah, but then they could have run.
So if they have to play a more, if they played a level higher, which doesn't get doubled.
Admittedly, I guess if they double 4 spades, they'll subsequently double 5 clubs. Whereas if you don't offer them the option of doubling 4 spades, they're less likely to double 5 clubs.
So I'm still not sure where your losers are. You've got no club losers. You have a spade loser. Why don't you only have a spade and a diamond? Or can the opponents get into hearts and tap you out or something like that? So if you draw all the trumps and then work on diamonds, the opponents can get into hearts. From? The south hand.
Then you have 2 spade losers.
They've let a spade. Where's your second spade loser?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
yeah, so now what's your work you need to do? Like, diamond's fine.
So let's say it goes low spade, jack, ace, diamond towards the king.
Do you reckon like the 7 promos, the king, 10, something?
Nah. Ace, jack, 9, 8, too good.
Yeah, they're a little bit good. But if you get tapped off, that's...
But West has to... No, they just have to open up. The defense has to open up hearts in time such that if Max draws all the trumps, then can't get both his spades and his diamonds.
Yeah. Just gotta basically play it like you're in 3-no and knock out the stop as the defense.
Yeah, let's just leave a low diamond at this stage. I think that's your play.
Yeah, you don't really want to play hearts, do you? Gosh.
If you play a heart up, you kind of need clubs 3-3. I think if they rough this, you're in a bit of trouble because you got a club. Although they're roughing the spade loser. Maybe if they rough, you're cold. That might get you your trump control back.
Yeah.
No, they can still beat it. Hey, they're cold now!
Alright, so how are we doing this? So now we can draw trumps, play a spade. Is that good enough? Because Dude, no, that's not good enough.
Draw trumps. Knock out the ace of diamonds.
Do you just... Yeah. You play lots. No, I'm not convinced.
If you draw 4 rounds of trumps and lead a
I
low
feel like you
diamond to
need
the
to play
queen, they can't rise with the
2
king.
rounds of trumps.
Ah, no, Max. No.
We didn't want to do that.
Trumps.
Max, draw trumps, claim.
Yeah.
Only 2 trumps, I'm pretty sure.
It's still cold.
Still good. Alright, so the race. Max versus us. Let's go. Okay, so if they play hard. Oh, maybe you dummy reversal. Kinda. Or you just get to rough a bunch of stuff. Because dude can't. Like, you've lost 1 trick. Yeah. 2, 3, yeah, no, I'm not picking it.
Oh, you just play. You
Roughly
draw
hearts.
2 rounds of trumps.
Oh, yeah, because now, yeah.
Oh, no, I think it's down now.
Oh.
He had to play clubs at that stage.
So play 2 rounds of clubs, then you cross rough, basically. Because you get a high cross rough. Because you have to pin the king 10.
But yeah, if he took
So
a
club
club
to the
finesse,
ace clubs, drop the king. Now you play diamond, and you just kind of cross rough. And you eventually give up. Yeah, you just get a high cross rough. Bridge.
high cross rough, missing the king 10 of clubs.
Just bridge.
What are you talking about?
No, you've drawn those.
Does West have to rough this and give a diamond rough?
To beat it.
No. Maybe not.
Or just spade. No, that's not good enough.
What North roughs? Oh well,
Spade.
spade. No, if Ace
they can
wins,
pitch you. No.
if Ace wins the spade and plays a heart, making South rough, North can
Rough a spade, diamond. Or no, you need to play diamond, rough a spade. Rough a heart, diamond. Now you get to finesse the 7.
I think you're still down.
Just give it. Do it. West hasn't been in the tank too much. Maxie's getting antsy.
Can I get down 2? No.
Gil's commentary just sounds so, like, clinical. Like, you know what? They could have just made. Why didn't they make? It was really tough.
That being said, I think Max played the hand quicker than I would have thought he would have.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, during the 6 diamonds contract, he took ages to play that one. This one...
Maybe just...
He played a spade. He thought it for a little while and then just returned a spade, won the king, finessed a diamond. And, like, a few tricks in, he seemed to play it rather quickly.
Kind of like he just gave up.
Not gave up, but I think his line was okay. I haven't worked out what he's playing for, but it seemed like this is a really tricky spot, and I would have thought he would have taken longer.
Yeah. Maxie's like one for working out sort of every esoteric option and then coming up with it. Admittedly, like, one thing on this hand is why am I not doubled?
Well, you do have a lot of points. The things are just split. You got the points.
So you know stuff's split. I'm glad it's not me.
I want to see Max's reaction after this hand's over. Like, how long he'll consider about all the different options of what he could have done.
He does the furious count of the cards and the gaze off. I'm backing the furious count and the gaze off.
Alright, so let's keep a good eye on the old table view.
With the 30-second delay.
Yeah, when it catches up. They lost 13 because 3-0 made 11 tricks in the other room.
Wrong bucket. Can we tell them to put the buckets on the different sides?
Is 3-0 cold? Hearts are 4-4, so they only get 3 heart tricks. You can get... I'm not sure 3-0 is cold from the other table. I think they just didn't quite get the right lead. Oh no, it is cold.
So you can get like 4 clubs.
3-0 looks like it'll be...
And a heart. Yeah.
Looks like North-South sort of gave too much information to realise that 3-0 was the spot to play. And got to a slightly odd board spot of 5 clubs. Anyway, we're up to the last board of the set, and we're going to restart in an hour and 23 minutes.
And we're about to see Maxi's reaction for the next board.
Okay, so that's finished.
Gaze off. Yeah, there's the gaze off.
Yeah, he's looking at his cards.
Yeah,
not putting them away, having a think.
I think he'll do the furious count and the gaze off.
Give him a shuffle.
Turn.
Okay.
More gaze off. There was a slight eyebrow.
I don't know, not as much as I thought they were going to do.
No, once he counts his cards, I reckon that'll be the old gaze off.
Anyway, onto this board. Heart from West. Really?
There we go. Head scratch. Think about it. Now you need to move on to the next board, Max.
So, a heart double, 2 past 2 clubs. I wonder why West opened a heart. Is there anything systemic about that we know of? Because usually opening 1 spade's the normal opening with 2 5-card suits.
Makes it really hard when 2 clubs comes in. Can't bid 2 spades anymore.
Alright, so this doesn't look like another... This looks like another tricky contract for Max to play. So this will get his attention off the last board at least, but... I reckon he's still slightly thinking about the last board.
Admittedly, at least they've got the same club suit. Trump suit.
Okay, so King of Spades. What's he going from here?
I was thinking diamond, diamond, diamond off. But when you said the Queen, whoa.
That puts a halt to proceedings.
Yes. It's playing it pretty quickly, yeah.
I think Ace of Diamonds, King of Diamonds is a fairly normal start to the...
When you see the Queen?
Yeah, like the Queen could be from anything, really. If the Jack of Spades was on side, East-West would have missed a vulnerable 4-spade game. Huh. And supposedly the Swedish card does not suggest any special meaning behind the 1 heart opening with the same number of spades, so not sure why he chose a heart.
I do like the coordination we've got here. We've got like Peter Gill doing the rampaging of the commentary and the random stuff. And then we've got Matty B all over the system. Like, we're talking crap. It's all under control, right?
Yeah.
Surprised we haven't had any DT input from the other table. Ella's been all over that. Thank you, Ella. Williams is declaring in 4 spades at the other table, which fails with the Jack of spades offside.
How does 2 clubs go from Gibb? Down 2. So this looks to be another 5 imps to Zlatan. And I don't think anyone did anything
Outrageous, yeah.
It's just a bit unlucky from Australia, really, just like Gil said.
Gil got him first this time.
Yeah. Seemed
So
very
how's
sensible bridge. I'd be quite happy to
yeah,
have a shot at a 50-50 volley game
yeah, for sure.
and play in two clubs the other way. But it turns out we lose 5 today, and next time you'll pick up
Win a bunch.
win 10.
Volley games, love them.
But unfortunately, not going Australia's way currently. But good news, we've got time to catch up, and hopefully we'll get a nice, interesting match to come.
So restart's probably like an
Hour and 20, hour and 19.
hour and 19. This is talking absolute rubbish with no idea of sort of what's going on over there and how players are doing and all the rest. Who are you sending in for the next match?
So Max and Shane have been playing pretty well for a while. They didn't have a fantastic set here, but I don't think they did anything unreasonable. So I'd probably send them in and the girls.
Them and the girls?
That's what I expect to happen.
I don't know. I mean, those last couple of boards I think might be, I don't know, sort of given Maxi some grief. The only, from the other table, the only really soft one was that early board where they missed 6 spades and just sort of transferred and played there.
There's also the 1100 they went for.
Yeah, there's that, but
Whereas Max and Shane only had the 5 clubs down one.
yeah.
Besides that, it just seems a bit unlucky for Australia. Things have mainly gone Zlatan's way.
If you're going to play Max and Shane, is your intention to play them for all 3? Like, obviously anything can change after a match, but kind of looks like that'd be your intention.
Yeah, I'd probably plan to do that, but I don't know. I'm not the captain. Happy I'm not the captain.
Yeah.
I'd have to make these tough choices.
Yeah. I'd almost be tempted to, like, at least in sort of past experience, Max hasn't coped really well with sort of super long stuff, and they've played a bit.
Oh, yeah, but that's all a bit of experience. Every time you do it, you expect to get better at it, so he seems to be coping well.
If you're down a bunch going into the last match, I think I'd probably send in Stevie and Jamie.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know who I want at the other table, but I don't know.
I suspect that they'll play Max and Shane throughout.
Max and Shane, play the girls, see what happens.
Yeah. If they have a good set, I'm sure they'll send the same 4 back in. If they have a bad set, next set,
it's up in the air.
yeah, you want whoever's keen to play in that case. But let's not worry about that. It's too early to think about the negatives.
I would hate to be a pair that was played in the first match and then had a match off and got to watch whatever was going on. Not that you should watch, but and then possibly going in for the last match.
Yeah, but it happens.
I don't think that's my forte.
I think in general we just don't like having the middle match off.
Yeah, the middle match is so bad. Especially when it is, like, a middle match is bad when you're playing against 3 different teams. When you're playing, like, a final that's played over a whole day and playing not the middle match. It's just awful.
So 4 spades did go down 1 at the other table. And so far Gibbs says down 1 in the 2 clubs here. Let's see if that's how it continues on. The players certainly slowed down. The first few tricks raced by, and now it's gone. It's almost stopped. I'm glad to see the players are still at the table because you might have thought they might have got up and had a break. How slow they went at this point.
Thank goodness for the video.
Big thanks to Trian here for, first of all, providing the video service so we can actually see the table. But also we managed to convince him to put Australia match on the video. So we managed to persuade them to get some video.
Big thanks to Maddie B for shipping us some system notes about the the Swedes. Sorry, wrong match. Good news. This is more Australia's style of final.
Being
Play
down.
the first set going down.
Yeah, Australia is used to being down in finals. No, I'm not sure that's a good thing, but you know. I know I've certainly been down in a lot of final matches. I really enjoy it.
Can you even remember one where you had the first match off and you were up going into it? Did
Turkey.
they exist?
Semi-final versus Turkey.
Yeah.
There's
one. And how many for down?
I think also in something like the quarterfinal in Taikang versus America, we also went up.
Quarterfinal. So before you played China in the bronze medal. Okay.
Yeah, so we played in Taikang. We played America and beat them. Then we played the Netherlands and lost, and then played China and lost.
All right. So we're back to the Aussie way.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things when you go in ahead, but you know.
Yep, the players are still at the table. So they've saved us half an hour. We might get to bed by 3:30 a.m.
Maybe, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Might get a little bit of sleep.
Yeah.
Just so you know, pre-warning, by the end of the night, our analysis will be absolutely shocking. Will be delirious. So.
Analysis is not a word I describe it with.
Our description of what's going on
will be inaccurate.
You have been warned.
You have been warned. When the Australians make it through to tomorrow, I'm pretty sure that'll start a lot earlier as well.
Yeah.
We're too old for this. We're too old for 3:30 a.m., 4 a.m., go to work at 9. Nah. Even Pete's coughing like an old man at the moment. Doing the clear of the throat.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see what can happen here. The good news, Ace can pick any card and it's still down 1.
Maxie's got out his cheeky little hand movements for counting. So we've got Ella with the count to 5 a lot. We've got Max with the sort of play the cards in his mind hand movement.
Play the cards in his mind hand movement.
So it's kind of like
play the imaginary cards.
Yeah. Yeah. I go with the sort my hand approach in the order of the cards that I'm playing and then visualize them based on what I'm going to end up with and see if I go wrong somewhere down the track.
Are we close to making it at this point? Unfortunately not. So if they play a heart and rough it high and then lead a diamond. North-South had 5 tricks. That looks like Ace of Clubs. Nah.
No.
Yeah, that's down 1.
It's pretty much just no.
They are down 1, so it's only 4 more imps. So Zlatan will be up 34 imps going into segment 2.
like a healthy lead, but not, I don't know, like it's just not ridiculous, but it's a
Yeah.
healthy lead.
I'd prefer to have that lead than not have it. But yeah.
No, you wouldn't. So normally at probably the start of this hand, we would have said, thanks all for watching. We'll see you at the start of the next match or the next stanza. I feel like even if I said it here, it'd still take about 5 minutes to...
Yeah. Good news,
roll
there
over.
won't actually be a break between matches.
Yeah, just join us in 5 and we'll be back live.
By the end of this board, we'll be...
I'm pretty sure Shane and Max would be the slowest on the team by far.
Probably, but...
Like Renee's got the slows going for their partnership, and Stevie can do some slows. I think Shane and Max definitely have the slows.
Yeah. I hope Max just pitches and makes these play King of Clubs Club. Yeah, don't claim. Alright, there you go. So Zlatan had a good set there and it's leading by 34. Hope you all enjoyed watching, and we'll be back for segment 2. Hope to see you then.
In like an hour?
Hour and 7 minutes. Thanks for watching.
Catch ya.